If you are new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch the 27th episode of Anime Monster. So I'm very excited about this, and the light is not very good today, so let's hope that it will hold until the end of the video. And I wrote down some names from the previous episodes because it looks like this story is a pretty serious one, and I'm already forgetting some of the names, but I think I didn't catch the name of the detective, so like that private investigator. So if his name doesn't appear in this episode, it would be really nice if you told me his name in the comments, because I'm just going to call him detective for now. So let's see what happens in this episode. Let's go. Okay. That's the right one, right? 27th. I'm worried about Mr. Schuwelt. Is that his like ex-wife? And they're talking about their daughter? She looks so sad.
ごめんなさい。悪いけど私、そろそろ行かないと。ローゼマリーの写真持ってきたわ。
Well, thank you.
合わせてくれないかな。あさってあたりどうだい、この店で。
Her nails are very pretty.
ぴったりやめた。生活も元通り。いや、こんなにまともに暮らしてるのは。
Actually, like, I understand. Okay. I understand why the wife is acting like this.
自身に決めさせるわ。
ああ、そうだな。
それじゃあ、私行かなくちゃ。
ああ、
If his drinking was really bad, I understand why she's acting like this. And looks like she doesn't trust him that he changed. And that's understandable. Maybe there were many times, she's very cute. Maybe there were many times when he tried to quit and then he started again, so she doesn't have that trust in him. He looks like... he looks at them drinking alcohol, and it's really hard for him to resist.
はい。
コーヒーのおかわり。
Okay, that's very interesting. So, looks like his wife divorced him because he was drinking a lot. That's completely understandable, and we can see that it's still hard for him to keep being sober, because it's kind of like a serious illness, but he's trying his best. But his wife is not having it. Yeah, as I said, probably there were times before when he said, I'm going to quit, and maybe he did quit for some time, but then he started all over again, so she doesn't trust him anymore. And maybe she's like worried that he might do something like, not maybe he can be violent when he's drunk, some people do, or maybe she's just worried that he's not reliable enough to be around their daughter, like not that he's going to hurt the daughter herself, yeah, but like put her in some dangerous situation or something like that. But if the mother is present at the meeting, if she's here, she can like overlook everything. I don't think it's a problem for him to meet his own daughter. Like, I think the daughter would like to meet him. It's still her dad, and looks like that was the only problem they faced. So I'm really hoping for the best for him. Article of evidence, and I'm also worried for him, like for every character in this anime. Oh, wait, we have his name, Richard. And I didn't take a pen.
私は占い師じゃないと言ってるだろうが。クライエントとの長年にわたる面接の成果。
But I liked his description of Edmund Farren. I think it was correct.
この男が今日のバーレン 人ということになってます。
He wasn't even a friend. I don't think they even met like before that.
仕事もいいが少しリラックスする時間も必要だぞ。のんびりやってますよ。ならいいがな。実はね、先生、なんだ、娘に会えるかもしれないんですよ。おお、そりゃ楽しみだが。ただし、あっても失ったものは取り戻せない。それだけは肝に銘じておくんだぞ。
Like, don't get your hopes up too much.
酒にだけは手を出すな。いいな。ご心配なく。これからまた仕事かね。どうだね。もうそろそろ君が警察を追われたあの事件に真正面から向き合わないか。
Yeah, that's the one that
もちろん。
Martin mentioned in the previous episode. Oh.
私は彼を撃ち殺しました。
So,
勤務中、酒に酔っ払ってね。結構だ。そこから逃げ出そうと。
and he was very young. Even though he was the serial killer, it wasn't in Richard's hands
前へ進むことだ。でしょ。
to
よろしい。
kill
な
him.
かなかいい生徒だ。100点満点ですか。バカいい。私はそう簡単に満点なんか出さん。だいたい100点満点の人間なんてなつまらんもんだ。
So he should have arrested him, of course, but because he was drunk and he couldn't make correct decisions. Well, we didn't see what exactly happened. Maybe he felt like he was threatened also and thought it was self-defense. Does he feel unwell? Or is this just brings memories? His face looks so hot for a second. This man, he looks a bit like a monster from the ending, you know, in that picture. Yeah, looks like so it happened on this street, on a street like this, and it reminded him of that. So looks like he did shoot because he also was in danger of being shot. Tapas. I love tapas. The city is very beautiful.
ミュンヘン大学経済学部経営学科の学生。 彼はファーレンと同じく例の娼婦にシューバルトの息子であると名乗り出ている。これが事実かどうかはまだ判明していない。ただしこの青年は事件の何か。
He is just recording it for himself. Oh, that's his cleaner?
ご苦労様。
苦労なんかありゃしないよ。男の一人暮らしでこんなに綺麗にするなんてなかなかできることじゃないよ。
I don't think it depends on gender.
娘さんの写真、新しいのが増えたね。
ええ、もうじき会えるんですよ。
He's saying it like it's for sure, even though it wasn't certain.
当たり前だよ。親に会って嬉しくない娘なんていやしないよ。
It also depends like what her mom is going to tell her to though. Like her mom can influence her to make a decision, you know? He's just stalking students.
なぜお前はシューバルト
Yeah, that's interesting.
出ない。
It actually like
詐欺師なのか、それとも本物なのか。
makes him look more like a real thing.
息子なら
If he was a fraud, he would tell like everyone.
いつでも子供に会いたいもんなんだぜ。
So like nothing happened in the forest. He already, yeah, looked like and Carl and Lotte seemed fine, so looks like the walk in the forest ended successfully without anyone like dying or anything. Well, she's here alone. The daughter is not here.
ごめんなさい。あの子、会いたくない。
She actually looks regretful. Ah, it's sad looking at his hopeful face.
いや、いいんだ。
ごめんなさい。私も時間なくて。
あ、そう。いいんだ。気にしなくて。
それじゃ。
Meh. That's really sad. It can be something that pushes him to drink again. Because, like, if there is a trigger, it's harder to resist. Why do you even come here where they serve alcohol if that's so hard for you? Come to a coffee shop where they don't serve alcohol.
はい。何かご注文ですか？
ウイスキーを。
It's also sad that, like, yeah, some people, like, if he starts drinking, maybe, like, he probably can't stop, or if he actually does have a problem with alcoholism. Are you training your will? There's a lot in this cup. I thought there was supposed to be like a third of it in one portion.
あの、
He didn't. Okay, that's nice. Probably she's going to think, oh, maybe like someone called him. They don't have their mobile phones yet. Well, anyway, maybe he realized that he has somewhere to be, so he had to like run off very quickly. Not too strange.
今はダメ。大きくなったら、あなたが大人になっても会いたかったら。ただし、何も欲しがっちゃダメ。冷たくされても恨んじゃダメ。母さんは恨んでないから。
She didn't have any hard feelings about Mr.
父さんが
Sherwood.
生まれてくるあなたにくれたものよ。
So looks like something broke them apart, or maybe it was her decision.
めでる人なくラーレースの水産が咲き誇り
Yeah, he seems fine. Okay.
ピエリアの木々はざわめ
I really thought something would happen in the
名もなき
forest.
その歩みし後の地の轍よ
He really got super better.
君は実に素晴らしい読み手になった。
That's nice.
この短期間にそれほどラテン語が上達する大したものだ。
実は教えてもらってるんです。
おう、それは優秀な教師だ。一体誰だね。
ヨハン・リーベルトです。
Oh, Jochen is teaching him.
はい。
ラテン語だけではない。法学も経済学も、いや、すべてのことに完成された哲学を持っている。
He's in law department as far as I remember.
完成された青年だよ。
Does he feel jealous?
シューバルトさん。彼のような青年が彼が実の息子だとしたらどうですか？
But he had his heart set on Edmund.
笑ったんだ。あのシューバルト。
So he would like Jochen to be his son.
どうやら彼にとって君が
So now he's just choosing. He doesn't care like about real relations.
君の方が優れているのは明らか
He could just choose a son for himself.
に嫌になったよ。
He's very honest.
シューバルト、君が本当の息子だって。
Why would he suggest it?
僕は花から なつもり
I
はない
wonder
と
what
言って
his
るだろう。
intentions are here.
もし名乗り出たとしても彼は信じやしない。それどころか彼の財産に群がるハイエナの中の一匹くらいにしか見ないだろ
I
う。
think now he wants to use Carl somehow, but
どんな
how?
人生を送って死んでいったか、僕がどんな思いでここまで生きてきたのか、それを知りもしないで彼にそんな風に思われるなんてごめんだ。
Or maybe again he wants to see how people will react to different things.
本当のことを全て彼に分かってもらうんだ。彼は何も信じやしない。信じざるを得ない何かがあるはずさ。君が本当の息子であると彼が信じる何か。
DNA test?
何よ、そんなもの。
He has something that his mom told him. But how Johan does know it?
僕は名乗り
Ah, maybe, yeah, he told him the whole story, right?
君は僕にこうしてラテン語を習ってるんだ。彼に喜んでもらいたいから。彼に気に入ってもらいたい。
Carl is really sweet.
やめようと思うんだ。彼のところで朗読するアルバイトを。やめるよ。心配してくれてありがとう。
Looks like that's not what Johan wanted. I wonder. And Schubert said he looks perfect, but I think perfection is scary by itself.
実は証明するものを持ってるんだ。何？でもそんなものを突きつけて彼に実の息子だと迫る気はない。
I wonder
来
what.
週里親が会いに来るんだ。決心したんだ。その時僕は。そうか。その決心が揺るがないように。その証拠品は僕が預かっていた方がいいかもしれない。
He wants to take this and pretend to be his real son? Showing this evidence?
なんと食べてるかしらって
That probably would work out.
いや、外食ばかりだと逆に太るから気をつけてるよ。
母さんの食事も太るぞ。
美味しいからね。
大学はどうだ？友達はできたか？
うん。何でも気兼ねなく話せる。
So that's Johan.
そうか、それが一番だ。
うまくいってるってカールの顔見ればわかるわ
I mean, Lotte is a bit nosy, but I think she would be a better friend, of course.
おいおい、なんだよ改まって。
今まで里親の元を転々としてきたけど、二人は本当に僕によくしてくれて。
お前がとても素晴らしい子だからだよ。
そうよカール
Yes, Carl is very sweet.
リントナーさん、
Lindner.
もうリントナーさんというのは
Oh, he is not calling them mom and dad, even though they are so close.
なってくれる話、受けてくれるかな。お前、大学に入ってしばらくの間、
Wait, foster parents?
もうそろそろいいんじゃないかと思って。
Right, that's that thing where they have the child like for just a while and it's not official?
もちろんです。
お前の本当のお父さんお母さんはどこかで生きているかもしれない。私たちはどうやっても本物になれないかもしれないが、
そんなことありません。二人は本当の父さんと母さんですから。
Oh, that's really sweet. And of course, these are the people who like took care of him and were kind to him, like his actual parents. So of course they're like his real parents, and of course his dad is also his real biological parent.
もしもし、
But I guess you can have like several. What?
バルトさん。
君がアルバイトを辞めるという話を。
Did he give the keepsake to Johan?
はい。
残念だよ。
申し訳ありません。
よく頑張ったな。
イオリスからレムの世
Ah, like through the phone? I thought he meant like meet again.
かの神秘の海原はポイポス神にすら死を望んでいるのではないか。ケルペロスのごとき息子ども娘どもの死を願うより他に何の楽しみがあろう。さあ、進めとゼウスをささやく。進め、進めと。暗き神々の神殿で舞い踊れ。海や大地や天界に住む有能の神々よ。パルテニオンの頂よりカムパニアの禁断のリンゴを奪い、すべてここに来たりて我が心を求めるを。我が心を。
Where did he call him from? He's here so fast. Did he realize it? The truth? Oh, they do have.
かつて聞いた中で最も心地よい朗読だった。なぜ今まで隠していた。それは確かに私が君の母マルゴットに渡したウサギの足だ。生まれてくる君に幸運をもたらす。
So Johann told him?
君のものだ、カール。
Hmm.
辛い思いをさせた。
お父さん。
息子よ。彼のおかげだ。彼が私に教えてくれた。これから私のもとで秘書として働いてくれることになった。
Interesting. A secretary.
青年だ。
You can't trust him. So that was what he wanted. He wanted to earn Mr. Schuwald's trust and get the position as his secretary. I thought he would be like, here's the rabbit foot, I'm your son, now die, all your money is mine, done. Like, yeah, he has something more intricate going on, looks like. So I still can't quite grasp what Johann wants to do, what is his end goal. And so he actually wanted to give him a son, and at first he didn't know maybe who the real son was, so he used Edmund Farren, but then I guess it didn't work out in a way, and maybe Edmund said, I don't want to lie anymore, and so Johann decided to get rid of him and push him to suicide, or actually kill him, or ask someone to kill him. And then now he found out that Karl is the real son, and he decided to reunite them. And it looks like it wasn't just to like, look how these people will react, like explore their feelings, like research their actions, but more like he actually has some kind of agenda, and it's not to pretend to be a son himself and inherit all the billions, but actually reunite the father and the son, and then gain this old man's trust. So maybe he just wants to use him while he's still alive and has power. Like, not the money is not the only thing he's got. Looks like he's also a very powerful man. So maybe Johann wants to use that as his secretary. So maybe that was the first step, and there's another goal. But we'll see, I guess, in the next episodes. Maybe I wanted to say something else, but I don't think I remember it right now. So, yeah, we got the detective's name. I have to write it down. I'm pretty sure he will appear again. He's still investigating this case. After all, even though, like, Carl and Schubert found each other, he's still investigating Edmund's death. So that's not finished. The investigation is still ongoing. So share your thoughts without spoilers, of course, in the comments down below. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya!